You know, this entire episode was spent trying to get William to come back to the house. I said, oh my goodness, you know what? They better give everybody else the same treatment that they are giving William to come back to the house. I said, I can understand once, maybe twice, asking him to come back, having a long conversation with him. But after that, that's it. Almost every single cast member was trying to get William to come back to the house. I said, really? Because y'all didn't pay him that much attention when he was in the house. But now that he gone, it's William, 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 come back. William, come back. Come back. William, come back. I said, child, now, I was all prepared to read William, and I'm still going to read him. But I was all prepared to give William the business on this review. But I got to thinking about something. Somebody made a post on Instagram. There was no footage of William twerking on Milan, which is the truth. We ain't seen nothing. Now, Moolah straight up said to the camera that William was twerking all on him. Why wouldn't they show that? And then on top of that, if you truly are not liking the twerking, would you say something or push his ass off or move off from him in that moment? That's a person's natural reaction, correct? To do that, to push somebody off of them or whatever, or to move to the side or however. You didn't do any of that, Moolah. So I'm starting to believe certain stuff. I already didn't care for you, but you really is showing out. Now you lying and manipulating. Come on, Moolah. What you about, dude? Is you DL or under the trade? What's going on? Is you a stunt queen? Are you a liar and a manipulative individual? Are you on the show to promote your radio show? Or is it all of the above? What is going on with Moolah? Moolah is probably one of the most dangerous people in the house. And I don't mean for any other reason except for just manipulation. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Anyway, so, leaving off from where we left off last week, everybody is mad because they didn't get the party. They're mad at the baby. Is it the baby? Little baby. One of those babies. I don't know. It's not my generation. I told you I could care less about half of these, whatever. But anyway, everybody's upset about it and whoop to whoop. And, everybody's talking about it. Then Moolah out of nowhere saying that William, what the hell is you doing? You doing all that twerking and stuff on my face. You need to watch it. And, one thing about Moolah is that he don't really know how to talk to people. That's one thing about him. That's one of his flaws. He has a couple that I've seen, but one of his flaws is that he don't know how to talk to people. And William was just like, well, what are you talking about? I wasn't doing nothing. Da, 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 da. William, he was over it. He said he didn't even want to sit back there next to him, child. And so they end up getting off the van and end up going back into the house. So we get to the next day. Child, we see Milan and Anthony talking. And they're talking about, the whole night and how everything went. And then Rail ends up coming out there, child. And then Milan was just like, well, y'all know William is gone. They was like, what you mean William gone? They was like, William gone. They was like, he left because of everything that happened. Milan was talking about how sometimes as gay people, we have to act accordingly or read the room, I should say, in straight environments. Everybody's not okay with gay people, just doing their thing and whatever, what have you. And he was basically like, we have to respect them the same way they have to respect us. And I agree with that. I agree with that. I'll say that. I agree with that. For the most part, I think that people should be whoever they are, though, and living your truth and living your moment. However, if you're not a fighter, or if you're not, you know, if you are in a certain environment where things can pop off at any moment, and we all know their environments, those environments, we all know what rooms we can step into, and where more than likely nothing will happen. But we also know those rooms that we can step into, and that we know more than likely something gonna happen. Y'all know the crowds, y'all know the folks, child. It's a vibe. You can feel the vibe and the energy. It's just like, I think I'm gonna leave this function early. I'm getting some looks, I'm getting some stares, I'm getting some whispers, some snickers. Maybe I should exit stage left. Not because I can't protect myself or anything like that. It's just because I don't step out the house for drama. I could have stayed at home for free, right? Um, and also, it's a safety thing. You don't know what people got on them. You don't know who with people. You just don't know. I have to make it back home to my mama at the end of the day in one piece. So that's kind of always in the back of my mind. It's like I always thank God I know when it's time to leave a situation. Stand up for yourself when need to, but some things are just not worth it, and some people are not worth it. Anyway, um, so yeah, I agree with what Milan was saying, but like I said, there was no footage. That would be something they would show, right? William the baddest, um, twerking on Moolah. Wouldn't they show that? Why wouldn't they show that? Because it probably didn't happen. Hmm. But why nobody else is asking that question? Because everybody was just, the few people was just like, oh, well, I ain't noticed. I ain't see that. Probably because it didn't happen. Wouldn't that be something that the camera showed, zoomed in on? Straight Moolah getting twerked on by Gay William. I don't know. Very weird. Very, very weird, now that I sit back and think about it. So, we see Milan, child, he in his drawers, and he ends up calling William. He was like, "Yo, William, what's up? Where you at?" William picked up the phone. He was trying to see, what was going on with him. And William was just like, "Well, look, my safety is the issue, and it's a little bit too black in here, and I need to get the hell on. I need to get on up out of here. You Negroes are out of control, and I don't feel safe. I feel upset. This dude from New York, I don't know what he does. I don't know how he moves in these streets, and I need to go." Everybody was like, "Well, I don't really understand what the energy is for, uh, William, because didn't nobody bring that kind of energy to you? Didn't nobody do anything to you?" He was like, "Nah, I'm probably not coming back." Milan even offered to give up his room. He even offered to keep him in the house. I'm just like, who? Milan, you fought for that room, but you gonna give it up that quick to William? Chad, what you trying to do? Let me find out y'all low key trying to get William in the bed. You and Moolah. Child, let me find out. Um, William said that he paid for his ass that he has. So, you mean to tell me that you paid for that ass, but you didn't get the rest of your body done? Did he say he dropped 20K on his ass? William, I know you lying. But you didn't get that stomach puffed. You didn't get that stomach sucked out. You didn't get that flap. Y'all know that flap. So you know that flap. You didn't get that flap sucked out. Like you the chin. Like you didn't get none of that worked on. William, I know you didn't waste your money like that. But anyway, that's beside the point. So Milan walked in there to Dylan's place, where him and William used to stay. And, room, place, like it's a house, like it's their house. Um, so he comes over and talks to Dylan, and Dylan is a flip flop. Dylan is also scary. Every time I see Dylan, it's like this, during headlights, he's scared and nervous. And he was just like, we find out some new information that Dylan said that apparently William said that he said that they were going to get jumped. Both Dylan and William was going to get jumped. So they went up to their room and locked their door. But I think they said they mentioned that they don't have doors or something. I was like, you think I would stay in a house with people I don't know, with people that I don't know if they like me or not? What if I just had a fight with these people and there's no doors so they can come? Come on, is the security really that heavy? It can't be because of what's going on with the network, child. Y'all know what's going on with Jocelyn and what's his name? Fiasco, Bamboozle. What's his name? Um, her crazy dude, Ballistic. That's his name. And the guy who owns the network and stuff and everything said they beat the dog shit out of some girl and child allegedly and everything. So Zeus is not safe. And they ain't got no doors. No, niece. Maybe this is just a reality show thing. Maybe reality show, maybe they don't have doors. If they, stay in a mansion or whatever. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comment section. But I definitely out. And then find out that also the Dylan and William share a bathroom with Moolah and Curtis. I would have been out then. I'm sharing a whole bathroom with 3 other people I don't even know. The bathroom was my favorite place in the world. In the world. I could be myself there. I'm not. Anyway. So, Dylan's just kind of throwing William under the bus as he would do as a scary person that he is. And Milan was just like, child, we just gonna try. A little later on, Rail, he ends up calling William on the phone. Now, Rail and William are friends. Or at least they knew each other prior to this. And, he's trying to get him to come back. Child, we had, what we had? A little later on, Moolah, William actually ends up coming back, and Moolah comes out, and he actually talks to William nicely. But then Moolah brought up the fact that William is leaking certain information to the blogs and to the gossip channels and things. Apparently he's posting pictures that the world didn't get to see yet and all that. And William didn't have nothing to say. He turned ice white, and he eased his little ass back into, his big ass back into that little chair, back into the car, child. And he scurried off. He was scared and nervous. I guess it's that New York voice, and I don't know what it is, but it's so interesting. Also, one thing I noticed, you saw how quote unquote ghetto William was speaking to Dylan when they were having that little conversation. But when William was scared, and when William was in his confessionals, you heard how white he got with his speaking. Stunts and fronts, child. I was like, ooh, child. Hey William, hey Dylan, you in the hood now, baby? What you gonna do when these black men come for you? I don't know. Anything else that happened in this episode? Gutter, who's so funny. Gutter knocked on Carry On's door. Well, not Carry On got a door, I think. I don't know. Whatever. He comes in Carry On's room. Carry On was in the bathroom. He lays in Carry On's bed, and he puts on, the face mask. And it was so funny because he came out. He was like, "What you doing in my bed?" And Carry On, touched his ear. Then he jumped. And then Gutter flipped over and said, "I was tanning." I screamed. They're so funny. And then, Gutter goes in there and he's trying to talk to him and flirt with him. He was like, "Hey, I was trying to see you." Carry On was like, "What?" He was basically asking him, was he single? And, Gutter is very direct person, I get the feel. And he been trying to holler at Carry On for a little minute. Carry On made it clear, he was like, "Look, I like you and everything. We just need to keep this strictly professional. I'm not really into the whole relationship thing right now, and just think we just need to be cool." Gutta agreed. We found out that both Gutta's biological father and stepdaddy passed away. His biological dad passed away when he was really young. His stepdaddy passed away recently, who actually accepted him and loved him and all that good stuff. So, it was a heartache and pain. And then we got on Carry On and his issues with his father, Kurt Franklin. And it was pretty sad to hear his story. Basically, everything that glitters not gold. He's dealt with a lot. He's dealt with a lot of emotional and mental abuse from his father, allegedly. And he also said that he's dealt with physical abuse from Kurt Franklin, allegedly. So, he was crying in his confessionals. He kind of got mad at the producer or whoever was asking him the questions and stuff. And so, it was kind of sad to see. You really don't know what people are going through. You look at people and you think that they have a certain kind of life, but you really don't know, girl. You really don't know. So, we're praying for Carry On. The last scene was everybody sitting around at the table. Milan, I guess, is the go-to spread news to everybody for. He literally made Anthony get up out his chair. Anthony was sitting like at the head of the table. He made Anthony get up. I wouldn't have got up. I don't know who Milan thinks he is. I like him, but I don't. At the same, he has a superiority complex. He really thinks that he is Captain America dipped in chocolate. He really think that he is that girl. Um, so after that, he tells him that Milan tells the group that they, need to create a big party. Natalie wants them to create a whole big celebration at the end of this, I'm assuming. But next week they're going to be doing a song. Some of them are rappers, and they're going to put together a song, and which is the introduction song. You a bad boy, as you a bad boy. Yeah. So I sing more than I rap, darling. Clearly, there's gonna be no Source Awards here. But so it was a cute little song. And so we're gonna see next week. But Anthony gonna get into it with Milan. He gonna say, "Well, no, Anthony's not. Anthony gonna drop seeds like he does." And then have somebody else get into it with Milan. We actually see Carry On and Milan get into it next week, which is kind of gonna break my heart. I was like, oh, I don't like that, because Milan had his back, and then I don't know. I said before that, especially now in this episode, when Dylan had that conversation when Milan came in his room, Dylan should have said thank you at least to Milan for having his back against Rail, but he didn't say shit. But now looking at next week's scenes, I kind of see that Milan is for Milan. Like, he'll stand up for the right thing and stuff, and he'll stand up for what's right, but it's still like in his benefit. Like, even though he stood up for Dylan and he stood up for Carry On, it's still his camera time. Like, he's still coming out looking like the Rose. He's looking like the hero, which is still good for him. Like he's just strategic, and he says things to benefit him and does things to benefit him at the end of the day. Even though it may be the right thing to do, like, it's appreciated, but it's like it's still in your benefit, in your favor, if that makes sense. So, I don't know, child. The girls are something else. I'm still hashtag Team Carry On, hashtag Team Gutta. Anybody else? Nope, that's about it. I'm starting to like Rail. I didn't like Rail at first because I didn't like what he did. Um, at the beginning with the fighting and how he was coming for the girls and all that. Um, But I'm starting to like him because he really makes me laugh. He is funny. What did he say in this episode? He said, I don't give a damn if these hoes is popping pussy on a pantry wall. I screamed. I screamed. So funny. So funny. Great comedic timing. And yeah, that's it, y'all. Until next time, child. I really am starting to like this show for real. With that said, I'm MrChalaki. MrChalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at It's Kingsborough on Instagram and Twitter. At It's Kingsborough89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. MrChalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.